Hey guys, it's me, Kat, and I am in Anaheim for work. And since I have a little bit of time, I thought I can just do my makeup and talk to you guys about some stuff. Anyways, I just did a mask. It's super cute. I got this in my Pink Soul. If you don't know Pink Soul, I'll link one of my latest videos here. But it had a little bear on here. It was so cute. It was cute. I'll stick a picture because I did take a picture there. Maybe I'll put it on my Instagram. Anyways, let's start. This video will also be a first impression using my Wayne Goss brushes that I got from Beautylist. I was gonna do like a competition with the Sonia G brushes, but I can't. Wayne Goss doesn't have like these fan brushes, so I didn't know how to compare it, and they don't have Wayne Goss doesn't have brushes like this, so we'll do a first impression on that video or those brushes later. Oh my god, it's early, sorry. I've been trying out the Tatcha silk canvas. I got like a little sample, like one of those foil samples, and it lasted me like 4 days maybe. And I was trying it with a new foundation, and I couldn't tell if I liked the foundation or if I liked this, so I ended up buying a little was it like the bento box or something like that? I'll stick a picture here. But it came with the dewy skin mist, this little canvas thingy, some mask, and the water cream. I don't like the water cream, so I'm gonna stick that in a giveaway soon, or maybe I'll just give it to someone. Anyways, for those of you who entered my giveaway, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun making that advent calendar, and I hope you enjoyed it. And then I had also just like a bag of stuff a bag of stuff that wouldn't fit in those little advent calendar thingies that I had, so I just put in, so essentially there was 3 giveaways, and I forgot the winner's name, but she's on Australia, and I was hoping to just drop it off in the mail, but since she's on Australia, I have to go, you know, find the best price, so I'm hoping to drop that off soon, so you'll have it. Thank you for responding to me so quickly. So I'm gonna mix these 2 Luminous Silk foundations by GRWM. This one's number 9 and this one is number 6. I feel like the pump on this, hardly anything comes out, so I've been trying to pour it. I've been trying to mix these colors because this is a little too dark for me right now, and this was like way too light. I don't know how come I bought this. And if you hear background noise, I'm listening to the radio. So my favorite radio station here in LA is Kevin and Bean on K-Rock. They've been on for like almost 30 years. So if you hear that, that's who I am. And I just not recently, but I discovered that you can listen to the radio on your phone. It's like radio.com. I need to find the app that carries, what's the K-Day, which is, they do like old school hip hop and rap, because it's not on this one. So we're gonna try this Wayne Goss number 11, which is the foundation brush. Do I have a mirror? Forgot my mirror. So my new thing right now is to apply liquid foundation with a brush and then go in with a beauty blender to like just kind of pat it all down, just to make sure that there's no streaks. Who did I see do that? I think it was Raw Christy Beauty, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. It kind of just makes it feel like, I like the application of a brush, but I feel like it gives a little something, to pat it down with a beauty blender, just like that. Okay, so first impression with this brush, it's too small. I like a bigger brush. I've been using the Sigma Kabuki brushes. I have them all. I use them all for foundation. It's amazing. I don't know. This one. All right, let me get another mirror. I'll be right back. So anyways, how are you guys doing? I'm in Anaheim, which is close to Disneyland. I went to downtown Disney last night for a work dinner thing. We had, what was it, the Jazz Kitchen? Had jambalaya. It was really good. I probably shouldn't have ate that because we really need to cut the gluten. And then after dinner, we walked over, excuse me, to Sprinkles. If you don't know what Sprinkles are, they're a cupcake place. I got cupcakes, but I also got some cupcakes for my puppy. These are cupcakes. He loves these so much. By the way, I'll stick a picture here so you guys can see Sam. So you guys don't feel like, where is he? Do I have a, no, I don't think I have a foundation brush or a concealer brush. So let me just do this real quick. And we'll get to the brushes. But, oh, while I was here, I had a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about. So, I'm on my period. I know, gross. Not gross, but it's just like I feel gross. I haven't had a period in a long time. So just a little FYI. I don't know if you noticed, there was a couple of videos that I mentioned that I'm not feeling well. What had happened was that I got a IUD put in, and that's not my first IUD. I've had an IUD before, but for some reason my body was rejecting it, and it was getting pushed out, and it was causing me like a lot of pain. So they removed it, and you know, I was like, all right, well, I have to get another one. But then I started thinking, you know, maybe this is like a sign that I need to do something else. Like maybe I should have, well, just so you know, if you've never been in an IUD or you're not familiar with IUD, typically IUDs will lessen your period. And when it lessens your, like my period was non-existent. So I've had 2 IUDs successfully, and each IUD lasts like 5 years. So essentially I had no period for 10 years. Okay, I'm gonna try this number 13 face brush, and I'm gonna dust some powder to set my concealer. And I'm using the Patrick Star powder. This is like in my own container because I split it with my sister, because I have a lot of powder, so I decided to share some with her. Where's my mirror? Okay. So essentially I had no period for 10 years. And then I got my 3rd IUD, and all of a sudden it was just like I got my period, and it was like a really heavy period. And then every time I wore a tampon, it was like very painful. And I'm like, oh man, what's going on? You know? So we discovered that, this is really soft. We discovered that it's because my IUD was coming out, and we don't know if it was inserted wrong. We don't know if it was, or if it was defaulty Mirena, because that's the brand that I use. And then, okay, so first of all, this is really nice for right here. I don't know if I would, well, let's try using this for my whole face. I feel like this is really small. So I have to get another one. So while I was thinking about getting another one, I thought maybe I need to think of alternative methods of birth control. So I talked to my doctor. I'm like, you know, me and my husband aren't going to have kids. I'm 43. Maybe we should talk about getting my tubes tied. And she's like, you know, you're still going to get your period. And I was like, fuck. And she said, as I get older, my periods are going to get worse. And I don't understand why. So I remember one of my girlfriends, we were on vacation. She's like, kind of bummed out. She's like, I'm gonna have my period. Yeah, this was really small for like my whole face. I'd rather use this big Hakahodu one to just dust powder like that. So anyways, but this is really good for the eyes. I thought this was really nice. So my girlfriend, how old was she when we went on that vacation? She was probably like my age now, mid 40s. And she was complaining about how heavy her periods were, and how it's just like she's like the first 2 or 3 days it's just like she has to change her tampon out hour, otherwise she would bleed through. And I'm like, oh my god, that's totally me. These last 3 periods that I had, I'm on my 4th period, by the way, since changing my Mirena, or this is my 1st period of getting my Mirena out, but I've had 3 other periods. This is my 4th. Anyways, let me open the light. It's kind of okay. The light's better now. My periods were so heavy that I would have a tampon in and then I would bleed through it, and it was like so embarrassing because I'm in the middle of my work day, and I don't go to a regular office. I'm like visiting people, that I literally like bled through my underwear. I had to throw away my underwear in a public bathroom, change out my tampon. I had to run to like a Target and buy new underwear. I just all of a sudden I had to bring extra underwear because what if I bleed through, you know? And then I would put like a penny liner, and I bled through that with the tampon and the penny liner. Anyways, my doctor said my period will continue to get heavy, and if this is too TMI, I wish someone would have told me this, because you know what, my sister was mentioning that her periods are getting like super heavy and super gross, and like, you know, just like that. I'm like, oh, I just want to go through the change. I just want to go through the change. I don't want to be period anymore. And my doctor said, she's like, well, as you get older, your periods might not come as often. Like, hold on, my room service is here. Okay, I'm back. I scarfed down some breakfast real quick. I finished my eyebrow, and I curled my eyelashes. Oh my god, I forgot my eyelash curler. I need to remember to bring, I have very straight lashes. Anyways, when I was in downtown Disney last night before dinner, there was Sephora, so I was like, oh, I got this for $15, which, look at how small that is. I have to like really get my eyelashes in there, and I don't like this at all. I don't like that I've paid $15 for eyelash curler that I don't even like. I did like that they comes with 3, you know, like the little silicone stuff. So that's nice. Oh, and also, the girl behind the counter was like, oh, you get your, since you're Rouge, you get your 20% off. I'm like, oh, okay, sweet, thanks. Oh, and while I was there, since she said that, they had the Milk makeup. Mel Thompson talked about this. I got this in BCC. She puts this under her waterline. I've been dying to try this, but it's been sold out online. Anyways, and all the stores I went into, they were all sold out. So anyways, that's my little shopping haul. But what was I talking about? I was talking about my period. Anyways, yeah, it's been so bad. So I bought Thinx, the period panty. I'll stick a picture, not me in it, but the panties here. They're super, like, I love the company. I love what they stand for. I love what they're being really innovative. I tried buying some other ones online, like off of Amazon, and one of them, it just literally sounded like I was wearing plastic. Like I was like walking in them, and I was like, oh my god, it's too noisy. Anyways, the Thinx ones, I got the brief, and then I got the thong. I actually bought what was it, the hip hugger and the sport one, but ended up wanting to return it or exchange it because I didn't like how it fit on me. And let me tell you about good customer service. It was like such an easy process to fill out the, you know, return form, and they gave me credit. Yeah, they gave me, I wanted to exchange them anyways. So I'm gonna get other ones that I want, that I like better. But then when they sent me an email, they're like, we got you an email, we got your request to return these ones, no problem. Just so you know, don't return them, don't send them back to us, just give them to a friend. And I was like, oh my god, that's so awesome. So let me see, I think I'm gonna try using, I want to try to use all of them. So I want to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use the number 19, like this. And I did because I drove into Anaheim. If I flew, I probably would have packed something totally different. But I brought my Sublime palette from Pat McGrath. I am panning this. This is in my project pan. If you didn't see that video, my mother of all panning projects, I'll link it up there. But I like to highlight first, because then I don't know, it's just been the thing I've been doing. So isn't that cool? Like, I have underwear that didn't work for me, and instead of sending it back so they can resell it, they're just using that ability to you know, for me to pass it along to a girlfriend and have them try it and like the product. So I'm giving them to my sister because she said she was interested in it, and she said her periods have been bad too. My younger sister, she was the one who told me about things. Well, I had asked, I'm like, hey, did you ever, you know, like, have you ever tried this? She's like, oh yeah, I got it. So I wanted to try it, and she said it works really good, but she still has such a heavy period that she went through, like, at night she likes to wear a pad as well, but she had like put a pad like everywhere, and it's like her periods were so bad that it was still, anyways. So I'm using the, what is this, the number 3 for my crease. This is a really big brush. I didn't realize until my sister made a comment that I have really big lid space. Like, I didn't realize, like, when I was looking at her, she does have, we both have hooded eyes, but her space isn't, you know, as high. Like, this part right here isn't as high as mine. So I guess I'm blessed with big eyelid space. So this works well for me, but if you have small eyes, this is gonna be like, you're gonna get it everywhere. But this is really soft. It really leaves like a diffused look, because what brush have I've been using some Sigma brush. I don't have it with me. And I have a lot of blending brushes. It's just the one I reached for first. It's not like my favorite, but it's not like my least favorite either. And I noticed I don't have to, it would pick up more product. This one is very diffuse, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I actually like it. It's very pretty. Anyways, the next one I'm gonna try is the number 4. And I'm gonna deepen up my crease. And this is like the basic eye look that I always do, like all the time. Because I figured if I'm panning this, I should, you know, focus on certain colors like all the time. And, you know, then have a possible success rate of hitting pan on these certain colors that, you know, instead of like try to hit pan on every color, just work on specific ones. So I'm really excited about this panning project, but I mean, it's not like I'm bored with this palette, but I find myself like wanting to use other things because, you know, I have new stuff. All right, now, so I usually do like the crease color, and then I darken up the outer V, and then I take usually I take a packing brush, and this one is the number 6. It's fat on one side and then thin on the other. Do you see that? But the one I typically use is a shorter. Let me clean that. See how much longer that the hairs are? So this is my favorite, but they don't make this anymore. This is the MAC 143. Is that what it is? 144. It's old. I think it's like 20 years old. So I'll just go into one of the shimmery shades and just pack it on my lid. Yeah, that's not how, it's not doing a lot of color payoff like how I like. Can you guys see? I probably should scoot up. Can you guys see that? Let me show you what it looks like with my favorite brush. So, without me trying to be like, it looks like that. And then let me put this one on. What side did I put it on? I I guess you can't really tell. Can you see that? But I guess maybe I'm just used to the way this feels. And then I will go back into that same blending brush that does the crease, and I'll just smooth everything out because that's my normal per use thing to do. And it gives like this very smoky look using this color. I'll put a little bit more. I feel like this side's not enough. And then I usually pick up this gold one. It's one of the special shades, and I just tap it on here just to give a little light. And is it my project? I'm just trying to use as many colors as I can. So that's like, this is my go-to how I do it. Let's try an eyeliner. This pencil brush. This one is the number 5. I'm just not used to this shape. It's soft but firm. I don't know, I'm used to things like this. So maybe I have to work with this a little bit more. I'm just not used to this, or maybe I'm using this as a wrong technique. It's this. This is number 20. Let me see if I can smoke it out. Oh, maybe this is better. Oh yeah, I like this, the way this one feels. Maybe that one, the smaller one I had, was more for precision work. I think I went too far. Let me get a Q-tip. Yeah, I went a little too far on that. I was like, why do I look so tired? Because I went too far. Oh man. We'll just make it work. Fuck. All right, let's use another one. Let's use this, actually, let's use this tiny one. This is the number 8. We'll just do a little eyeliner with the black. Oh, that's nice. That's really precise. I don't think I'll ever hit pan on that black in my palette. Because I try to use eyeliner like this. I have forgone like liquid liner just so I can focus on, like if I wanted to do an eyeliner I would use this. But man, it's not like you have to use a lot. I think I got a little fallout, and this is very pigmented. Forgot to knock it off. Oh yeah, I was able to knock it off, good. Anyways, what else can we talk about? So the period panties, I think they're really good. The brand that I bought is good, it's Thanks. I'll link it in the description below so you guys can try it. Where's my mascara? Or if you have a period panty that you like better, let me know in the comments, because these were kind of expensive. I got like a, what did I get? A coupon, like for 10 or 15% off. Someone in one of the Facebook groups I belong to gave it to me. I asked for it. I'm like, hey, who has tried Thanks? Anyone have a coupon code? And she gave me one. It was awesome. So thank you, awesome person. All right, I have one more brush. Well, I have a couple more other brushes, but they're all like, look like eye stuff. So I have this one, and this is the number 2. Let's look up what this is supposed to be. It's the powder brush. I think I'm gonna use this for, let's use this for bronzer. But let me put a little bit of highlight on. I'm using my Ipsy, whatever I got in my Ipsy. This is the Moda BMX265 Glow. And I brought my Hourglass palette. I was afraid, like, I don't usually travel with this because I'm always afraid, like, this is pretty delicate and would break, and I don't think it is. I think it's a big product. I think it's pretty sturdy. It's not like Becca. Becca I don't like traveling with because it seems to, like, all my Becca products I've broken so many times, and I hate repressing it. I mean, it's fine, but I'm not a fan. Like, the girls in the beauty news, when they do it, they seem to like have a lot of, I mean, it's good to do that, but I never seem to get it as nice as they do. So let's use this as bronzer. Oh, that's pretty. It's so soft too. And I like, okay, so this palette, this Hourglass palette, I was so excited to get it, but my big challenge is that the pan size are so small. So if you want like a big brush like this, like you have to be really careful not to get like a mixture of colors unless it's what you want. So just an FYI, like I usually use, I got this in my Ipsy, it's a crown brush. That's like the perfect fit right there. So I guess it's good that I have a smaller brush. But I feel like right here I would need like, I kind of like having something big. So she said. So anyways, it's really pretty. I love this palette. And then this is what started the whole obsession. I got this in my Beautylish Lucky Bag last year. I'll link it up there if you guys haven't seen it. And this is the number 11 brush, and I've been using this for blush, and I typically use the 2 blush colors, so I'll put the peachier one like all over my cheek right here, and then I will put the pink one just on the apples. It's just how I do it. I don't know why. I just I think it's fun. Let's see what I want to do. Did I do everything? I've been trying out this Urban Decay. This is my first time. The all-nighter. I think I like it, but I liked it with another foundation I had been trying, so I don't know how this is going to work with the typical foundation. I've been testing out sprays, a little bit droppy. I've been testing out other ones. I've been getting like samples at Sephora or Nordstrom and testing out foundations because I think I need something more. I was watching Michelle Wang's video about where she would start with luxury makeup, and she made a comment about like when she was younger she would have foundations, like she would go look at foundation and it'd be like, oh, it's skincare and foundation. She's like, I don't need that. Foundation should be foundation and skincare should be skincare, and that's how I felt. But then she said as she got older her makeup wasn't working like it used to, so she started diving into that. So I've been going into the ones that have anti-aging properties, you know, nourishing properties for my aging skin, and we're trying to figure it out. So let me get dressed, fix my hair, and then we'll close it out. Okay, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I curled my hair, put on some Lavish lipstick by Pat McGrath. It's the Luxe Trance. And here are some of my thoughts on the brushes. So I think I tried all of them except for this one, which is the number 19. So I'll have to try that later. But first impression, this number, what is this? The number 1 brush for the foundation. I didn't like it. I didn't hate it, but I just wish it was bigger. I didn't bring one. I'm used to like a thicker brush that covers more area. I feel like I had to like really work it in, and not a fan, but I'll keep trying it. Maybe I'll just use it for concealer. I don't know, we'll try it. Then I had the number 13 to dust, excuse me, to put on, to set my eyes, which was really good. I didn't like putting it all over my face. I thought it was too small. I'd rather have like a big brush like this. This is my Hakuhodo. See the difference? Because I like it faster. I used the number 2 brush to do a little bit of bronzer. It was fine, but I could probably use this for blush. This could probably be like a multitasking thing. I probably can do some highlight with that. This was really soft. No complaints with this. Didn't use, what did I say I didn't use? The number 19. So we'll have to figure that out later. This one, the number 8, this little tiny one for eyeliner was really good. And And then actually off camera, I used the number 7. I could have used that for smudging, but I deepened up my eyebrow with my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder, this color. I like to set it like that. Then I used the number 20 brush to smoke out my bottom lash. I think I went too heavy, so I'm gonna have to try that again. It's very soft, so it's not like, it was just like my error. And then I used this number 5 pencil brush, and I think this will probably be better like detailed work. I didn't like it for like doing the eyeliner. And this packing brush, the number 6, which is fat on one side and then skinny here. I'm so used to my old MAC one that it's gonna take a minute for me to like it, I think. But it's super soft. I think because my lid is so much smaller and this is like so much bigger, it like pretty much covers the whole thing, where, you know, anyways. But then this one, the number 3 brush, it's fat on one side and a little bit thinner, to do like the crease. I thought it was really good because it really diffused it, made it really nice. And then I used this on my inner corner, the number 4, which is still like a big brush. If you have small eyes, I don't know if you would like this because it's still kind of big. I mean, these are big brushes. If you compare it to I think most people would want to do like detailed corner, outer V with something like this. This one's a little bit smaller. So overall, I'm happy with my purchase. There's a couple that I'm trying to like figure out. These two more specifically, I'm going to figure out how I can use them better and enjoy them more, but that's it. I have to head out to my conference, the Anaheim, for another night, and I hope you enjoyed this, just doing my makeup. Let me know if you've tried these Wayne Goss brushes and your thoughts. I'll do something, a first impression with my Sonia G. Can't wait to try those. And let me know what you guys are planning on trying to buy during Black Friday. I'm starting to try to figure that out and think of holiday gifts too. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Another picture of Sam so you guys can enjoy that. And until next time, I love you guys so much and take care.